Hey everybody, and welcome to Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. I like nostalgic toys, and when I find them, I pick them up. Like I got this Star Brigade figure from the GI Joe line, Payload. Now, this one has been cut across the top, I guess, because someone wanted to store it and needed a little extra space, so I guess they cut the top of the card off, and somehow I ended up with it. So let's get into this one, and we'll see if that gun works like the other two I opened didn't. Let's hope this one will work though. Today we have the GI Joe Star Brigade figure from 1993, Payload. And this has the Star Brigade picture on the front, but we can't see it because somebody has already cut it off. You can see on the inside he has the Quasar gun and a whole bunch of accessories. He has a helmet that's already on him, unlike the rock and roll figure, but that's pretty cool. We'll just check it out. On the back you can see some of the visual checklist has been cut off, but it still has Robo Joe, Duke, Rock and Roll, Heavy Duty, Destro, and Bat. Star Brigade spaceships. GI Joe Starfighter clashes in cosmic combat against the Cobra Invader. Starfighter includes sci-fi figure. Star Brigade Armor Bot. Now, I've never seen one of those in person, but I imagine they're pretty impressive. It's the biggest American hero ever, with electronic lights, sounds, and spring-fired weapons and actions. Includes Hawk figure. Well, if it's anything like these last couple of Star Brigade figures, them springs need to be replaced. Of course, on the back we have this classic file card. This one says, code name Payload, Astro-Pilot. File name Morgan, Mark Jr. Serial number 357Y7SU7. Primary military specialty, Space Shuttle Astronaut. Secondary military specialty, F-4 Phantom Pilot. Birthplace, Cape Canaveral, Florida. Well, that was convenient for being an astronaut. Grade 06, Colonel. Space is the place to smash Destro in the face. Payload grew up watching the early space shots blasting off through the Florida sky. He often stared through a hole in the Space Center's security fence and rode the flaming booster rockets in his dreams. Payload worked hard on making those dreams a reality by joining the Air Force on his 18th birthday. He flew F-4 Phantoms over Southeast Asia, paying his dues and becoming an expert pilot. When he returned stateside, he signed up for the astronaut training program. Now he's a member of GI Joe's elite Star Brigade team, fighting to protect Earth and other planets in the deepest voids of space. He has this little checklist of pieces to his spacesuit here, and number 1 is the pressurized spacecraft commander's helmet. Number 2 is customized Star Brigade deep space battle suit. Number 3 is storage pouches for celestial navigation maps. Number 4, internal monitoring oxygen regulator tubes. Number 5, planetary traversing gravity boots. Those will come in handy out in space. Number 6, rapid fire pistol with leg holster. And he comes with a missile launching quasar gun, Star Brigade battle knife, and standard issue laser short rifle. So let's get into there and check them all out. As always, be careful when using a knife. Don't want to cut that toy or any of the neat literature on the inside. Now, opening up these older Joes like this makes me worry about the condition of the O-ring on the inside. And if it has dry rotted, but so far so good. And none of them have had that problem. There goes the old plastic. There is his quasar gun. Here is Payload himself and his myriad of accessories. Here's another one of those fold-out things for the international team, the Ninja Viper and the Cobra Wolf, the hovercraft, and you can all get them with flag points, which is pretty fun, collecting them back in the day. This one was cut off. Okay, remove all pieces from plastic frames. If you have difficulty, use safety scissors. Fit figure onto battle stand. Insert missile into barrel and lock into place to fire. Press trigger. Fit helmet onto head. I think this guy's helmet is part of his head. O-ring seems intact. He has that classic GI Joe articulation. Bending at the knees, the hips. The waist is moving around. Shoulders spin around. Elbows move. And the arms twist. The swivel arm. Here's Payload. You can see he has a face on the inside there. You can kind of make it out through that old plastic. But this helmet does not come off. He has the hole in the back for his screw and any attachments like the backpacks a lot of the Joes wore. And if you had any of those accessory packs back in the day, well, there was always an extra backpack for him. Now let's get these accessories off the plastic frame. There is the classic GI Joe battle stand that fits, supposed to fit in the hole on his foot. Sometimes they can be a little tight and you don't want to force it because those, especially these with the heels on them, will break right off. This one wasn't going on there real good, so I'm not going to force it. Payload will just have to stand up on his own. With his gravity boots. There we have one assault rifle. I'm sure it shoots space lasers of the red or blue variety. Same with this space I guess it's some kind of submachine gun with sniper scope. Give it a little twist there. Pop it right off. This is his standard issue laser short rifle. It's pretty detailed for coming on one of those plastic frames. Here is the Star Brigade battle knife. It looks pretty simple, but it's best used in space. And here are the missiles for his quasar launcher. Now let's see if we can make this one work. Oh wow! We got it to work. These guns also have a hard time fitting in his thumb there. Let's see if we can get it in this one a little better. I don't want to pop his thumb off because these Joes were notorious for that. And like I said, I don't want to force it. Okay, it kind of got stuck in there. There's Payload with his Quasar missile gun. Okay, these guns do not want to go into his hand. At least not that one. So he must be right-handed. Here is Payload with his Quasar missile shooter. And this one, after 29 years, still works. So let's take it out of his hand so we don't put any extra pressure on that thumb. And the O-ring does feel a little loose, but it's holding on pretty steady. And here we have Payload from 1993's GI Joe's Star Brigade. Thanks for joining us today on Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. Now, if you want to see some more unboxing of some soon-to-be nostalgic toys, be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. See y'all next time.